Alrighty. We want to talk Roosters, but before we look forward...
Oh, yeah, you've got to go backwards, don't you?
We have to look back. Roosters in 2023, 13 wins, 11 losses, finished 7th on the ladder with that squad realistically not good enough. They lost to the Dolphins in round 1, which was an embarrassing start to the season. They demoted Sam Walker.
I wouldn't say embarrassing. I would say they were up for it. New club, big crowd behind them.
Okay. They demoted Sam Walker. They lost 10 of their first 17 games and were sitting in 14th heading into round 20. They then had a streak at the back half of the year. They went 6 of their last 7, including their last 5 games to sneak into the finals. They were bundled out in the semi-finals to Melbourne, 18-13. Luke Keary played all 26 games for the Roosters. They unearthed some young talent in Terrell May and Siwa Wong.
Look, you look at this side. So you'd imagine Billy Smith and Joseph Manu will be the centres. It's what are you going to do? Are you going to put Dom Young and because I thought Suoli'i was outstanding yesterday, who looked outstanding, and even the back end of his season last year, he was one of the better players.
He looked great.
Does that
on the
mean
weekend.
Daniel Tupou misses out? Which you have a look at this international state of origin. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, I think Billy Smith is going to miss out.
No way. No, he'll be left centre. Who are you going to put in left centre?
Suoli'i.
No, he'll be on the wing.
Suoli'i and Manu in the centres. That'd be my crack.
Yeah, I'll say Billy Smith. Billy Smith defends too well.
All right. So you're going to drop Tupou?
I don't know. It's a well at the moment. Dom Young is out, so Toops will be the winger. Toops will come in, and Suoli'i on the other wing.
Surely you can't buy Dom Young, particularly after the season he had, and put him in reserve grade.
No, he'll definitely be in the side, but he's not playing round 1 because he's out. And then you've got all the back rowers. So you got Satili Tupanua, you got Egan Butcher, you got Angus Crichton, goodness me, and Nat Butcher, who are all bona fide first graders.
Yep.
Who's going to miss out there? I don't know.
I'd probably have... It depends what sort of season Angus Crichton has, right? Because at his best, he's an Australian representative. But at his worst, he was dropped at points last year to New South Wales Cup. So it depends a lot on what Angus Crichton we get. If we get the best version of Angus Crichton, I'd go Crichton and Satili starting, Siwa on the bench. The good thing about Egan Butcher and Nat Butcher is they give you cover at front row as well. Yeah. I actually think Egan's better in the middle.
Yeah, Nat's more... I think Nat is a more reliable player.
Yep.
Every week he plays sort of the same. Egan can be brilliant one day and maybe struggle a little bit the following, but that's only because of his age. But both boys will have to be in that side. And then you've got Terrell May, Spencer Leniu, Lindsay Collins and Jared Warrior-Hargraves.
And interestingly, on the weekend, Nafua White started in the front row over Terrell May.
Yeah.
They reckon, Connor, when he came on the run home when we were over at North Bondi, said that he was one of the most impressive guys in the preseason, Nafua White.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Nafahu White. So I disagree with you in the sense I think Siwa Wong will be in the back row starting, and I'd have Siwa and Nat Butcher.
Wow.
In the back row.
Okay. Hookers, Brendan Smith, Connor Watson, Sandon Smith. How do you make 3 into 2?
You can't. So it's either going to be Connor or Sandon Smith will be on the bench. And I thought, they both cover a lot of positions. Connor can even play on the forwards, but Sandon Smith, I thought when he went into 9, the back end of the year, he looked really good.
Yeah, really good.
And defended pretty strongly in the middle. So good luck to Robbo and the coaching staff. They're going to have some headaches, but you look at that team, that's a top 4 team.
Absolutely.
Top 4.
So the players, they've gained Dom Young and Spencer Leniu. They've lost Fletcher Baker, Jackson Paulo, Paul Momirovski, Drew Hutchison, Jake Turpin, Corey Allen, Nathan Brown, and Ben Thomas. So 2 gains, 8 losses. I don't think they would have been trying too hard to keep any of those players, knowing the Roosters. Maybe Fletcher Baker.
Yeah, well, they got Spencer Leniu.
Yeah.
So that's a fair trade up. Where do you see them? Missile?
Well, I tipped them to win the comp last year, so you know what they say.
Yeah.
But top 4.
Well, they started terribly. When you look at that stat, I forgot where they were sitting. So after round 20, they were third from the bottom.
Yeah.
They lost 10 of their first 17 games. I haven't heard Robbo come out and say he was wrong about young Sam Walker, but looking back in hindsight, I think that was the wrong selection.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dropping him. They tried to teach him a lesson and it just didn't work. Then he came back and hurt his knee playing second grade and the season was over by then. But it looks like he's bulked up a little bit, Sam Walker.
Really? Yeah, okay.
Oh, I thought he did. I thought the other day he looked a bit bigger around the legs. Might have been doing the missile squats.
Yeah, right.
What do you do there for the people out there if you want to get a big caboose? If you want to get a strong salmon?
A big caboose.
What do you do? What sort of exercises?
Squats, obviously.
Yeah.
But a variation of squats, like front squats, back squats, overhead squats.
Show me a front squat.
It's just the bar up at the front of the body.
Because rugby league is all about the waist. That's why the great Brad Fittler was so good.
Strong hips.
Strong hips.
Yeah, the best one to get a big ass is the Bulgarian split squat.
Can you show me the Bulgarian?
So if you've got this chair might be
you
a
got
bit,
big pins.
This chair might be a bit.
Were your legs that big when you were swimming?
No.
Okay.
This chair might be a bit high for me, but you go back foot up.
Oh yes.
And the bar on your back, and then you're down into
That looks like
that's how you get a big ass.
Yeah, right. Is that what the? Are you finding a lot of girls want to get the big caboose because of the Kardashians?
It's very popular now. Popular.
Having a big gym.
Yeah, but not. It has to be worked for. I think it needs to be a gym butt, not just a fat one. You know what I mean?
A gym butt.
Yeah, like solid.
Okay. Whatever just happened to the curls or bench?
It's still popular. I think people are more health conscious than just image conscious as well when they go to the gym. Remember, it used to be a lot of posing. We have no mirrors in our gym.
No mirrors?
No mirrors.
Please tell me you got rid of people putting their tripods in there.
Yeah, we don't do tripods.
Tripods got to go.
Yeah, no filming, no mirrors at our gym.
Why no mirrors?
Because then it changes the focus from fitness, and like we want people to be aiming for results. See, if you say by the end of the year I want to squat 100 kilos and maybe do a 5K row in under a certain time. If you give yourself a performance goal and you are working towards that performance goal, at the end of that training period, if you achieve that performance goal, you get the satisfaction of achieving it. But if you've worked hard towards it, you get the physique as a side product. But if you're just constantly saying, I want to be ripped, I want to be ripped, I want to be ripped, well, it's very subjective, right? Like if you look in the mirror every day, you might not notice the fact that you're changing your physique. But if you
so it's a psychological thing.
Yeah, we want performance goals rather than aesthetic goals because they're more measurable and you get a sense of achievement at the end of it.
So when that's saying there's no mirrors at your place, you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never seen a gym without any mirrors.
Really?
Never.
Yeah, it's good.
Is it a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing. Okay. Definitely a thing.
No, Dunny, we're not padding. Dunny said we're padding. We're not. I'm trying to get this idea of squash because this is what we do here. We help our people. Oh, we're going to see it on YouTube. Brooksy, I can't hear you, mate. You either be in here or not be behind the wall of death.
Yeah.
It's really shitting me now.
Couple of injuries and suspensions for the Roosters to worry about. So they've got Dom Young, who's going to miss now because of that neck injury over the weekend. Joey Manu could be out for their first week in Vegas. He's awaiting the birth of his child. Is this child number 1 for Joey?
I think it is, yeah.
Child 1. And JWH is going to miss the first 2 rounds due to suspension.
They don't lose too much there.
They don't.
So Lindsay and maybe Spencer might start. He's always said he wanted to start. So you're not going to lose too much with Jared. It's just, as I said, it's a good-looking side.
All right, we'll open it up to you at home or in the car, 0457 736 736. Give us your predictions for the Roosters in 2024.